guys, and welcome to Cooking with Fat Julie, where I share tips and tricks in the kitchen as well as quick and easy recipes. Today I'm going to show you how to make some healthy homemade dog treats. Before we start, I would love to give a shout out to Ellen at Ellen's Homemade Delights. Ellen's an aspiring chef and she's got some pretty amazing recipes, so please go check out her channel and I'll leave a link to that in the description below. You can make your dog biscuits with just about anything, especially any leftovers that you have in the fridge. Whatever your dog likes, throw it in there. If your dog is allergic to anything, obviously don't put it in there. You don't want to put anything like grapes, raisins, onions, things that dogs shouldn't have. But if dogs can eat it, and of course humans, then throw it in. I used to make my dog biscuits with peanut butter because dogs love peanut butter, but that's pretty expensive here because it's not a normal thing that the French eat. So we're not going to use peanut butter today. I'm just going to show you how to make a basic recipe and then you can throw in whatever you want. So here we've got 2.5 cups of flour, and special treat for dogs, I have dissolved 1 beef bouillon cube in about 1/2 cup of water, so I'm going to throw that in. Of course, you can use whatever kind of bouillon you want, chicken, vegetable, whatever. I'm going to throw in 1 egg. And that's really it for your basic recipe. I have a lot of shredded cheese left over, so I'm going to throw in a little bit of that as well. Just throw in some shredded cheese, and then I'm going to mix it all up. Now, when you're throwing stuff in, fruit, vegetables, meat, whatever, once you've mixed it up, you want it to be about the consistency of cookies. So if you've thrown in too much liquid and it's too runny, just add in a little bit more flour. If it is too thick, like mine appears to be here, we're just going to throw in a little bit more water. Okay, so you want something the consistency of cookies that you're going to be able to roll out and either cut with a knife or cookie cutters. So I'm just going to get some more water and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm going to add my water in just a little bit at a time and we'll see what happens. Now you can, once you've rolled this out, you can just cut it into squares or rectangles with a knife or a pizza cutter, or you can use cookie cutters. Around Christmas time, I like to make dog treats as Christmas gifts, so I use whatever Christmas ornaments I have. Particularly fun is gingerbread men, so that dogs can eat man cookies. But you can use a dog bone shape or hearts, Halloween cookie cutters, whatever it is that you have. And then go from there. So I'm going to roll this out. I'm going to cut it up into whatever shapes you want, really. I'm going to put it on a cookie sheet lined with paper and throw it in the oven for about ½ an hour. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so I put a little bit of flour on my counter and I rolled out my dough. I've grabbed a little circular cookie cutter which I have dipped in flour, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out into as many circles as I can, and then I'll re-roll it and cut it up again. This is the part that the kids usually love doing, especially if you give them a little butter knife and tell them to be creative and make whatever shapes they want. You'd be surprised how excited kids are about making dog biscuits and especially feeding them to your dog. So be creative. Use whatever leftovers you have, or just make a basic recipe like I did. Get your kids involved if you have kids, and have fun with it. The dogs are going to love it no matter what you put in there. So I'm going to take my little circles, I'm going to put them on my cookie sheet, and then I'm going to throw them in the oven. So here are my little dog treats ready to go in the oven. I'm going to pop them in there and I will show you what they look like in about ½ an hour. Here are my dog biscuits just out of the oven. As you can see, they look delicious. Feel free to try one. There's nothing in there that you can't eat. As you can see, they didn't spread, so you can put them fairly close together. And I'm just going to let them cool down a little bit before I take them to my little buddy. I would love to hear about how these dog biscuits turned out, and if your dog liked them, what you put in them, what your dogs love. Please leave that for me in the comments below, and I would love to try your recipe next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and bon appetit!